So it's the first call of the season. It's still winter and it's getting dark. We're all going as a family to rescue this snake that's apparently caught in a net. I reckon it's a red belly caught in a net. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's still alive and hopefully we can rescue it.
No
worries.
Oh, we all sort of go as a family. Remember?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, watch out.
Where a bit?
Yep,
Just in there.
just right in the middle there.
Yeah, just in there.
Just got the torch.
Oh, yeah.
Go closer.
It's a red belly.
Yeah, so his head was stuck and I was trying to cut him. I cut the net a little bit so that you can pull him this way.
Where's his head, I wonder?
But then his head got loose, so that's why then I
Oh, okay, yeah, so his head is...
Well, he's more...
Can I get in there, maybe?
Um,
I just need to find where his head is. It's coming
Yeah.
back this way.
Drew,
Yeah?
if this is his head here, my finger, he's netted just back about sort of 2 centimeters from his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his head's actually stuck, is it?
Yeah, it's stuck here pretty much where that.
Oh,
pink-
yep.
where
Now
that pink is.
now I can see his little head. Can you see
Yeah.
that, Ollie? It is a red belly, but see how white he is?
Yeah.
Once you're in Queensland, a lot of them are very white and creamy. So his head's right here.
Is that not because he's just come out of hibernation?
No, they're just a variation. The further north you get, the creamier they get. They're usually still very red here, though.
Yeah, I usually see them. They're usually pretty red.
Am I able to get in?
So if you lift the net a bit, I've already cut it so that by your feet there, it's cut so that you can put your. You see, I've cut already a hole. There?
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yeah, because I didn't want to free him and then him stay in.
Can someone else hold this? Okay, no worries. This is actually good that his head is stuck. When he's got this much head out, it makes it really dangerous. But because he's got his actual head stuck, he's wrapping up my leg. See that? Okay, little buddy, do not nip me. I don't want to have to go to hospital tonight. The footy's on. You ruin the footy for me, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, let's work this out. What I'll first do is, you don't mind me cutting
That's fine.
around this just to cut it free. Yeah, this happens a fair bit. I've done your and brown snake caught in netting for your neighbour. Oh, sorry, little mate.
Oh, the neighbour you just went to?
No,
Oh, different neighbour?
the next sort of house along after that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't like the way you're wrapping me up, little buddy.
Is he stressed?
Oh, he'd be really stressed. Yeah, he's having a horrible day.
Yeah. We don't know how long he was trapped for because we were out.
Yeah.
They're good.
You just got one. If you
In the
It's very
Same.
tight around.
Yeah.
got one more, and then you
Oh
can-
yeah. When it happens in the day, they usually die from heat exhaustion rather than being actually caught in the net. The sun just cooks them up. Today being a nice warm day. I was speaking to a bloke earlier that said he saw a red belly today as well. So
Yeah, it's been pretty warm, eh?
it's time for him to. I mean, with climate change, it's making the winter shorter. So I got swooped by a magpie last week. They all think it's spring already, and obviously these snakes think it's spring, which I mean, it's good for me. Extend the snake season, but no, mate, no, don't you dare. I know what you're going to try and do. He's trying to anchor himself on me and then pull out. So he's got somewhere to pull. So I'll just stop that because I don't want him to pull out and go
So
berserk.
how old do you think he is about?
Oh, he's pretty old. Like,
Is he adult?
yeah, he's been an adult for a long time.
Oh.
He or she
Okay.
probably already had a few
no.
babies a few times over.
Okay. You know, we've definitely seen bigger ones than that here, though.
Yeah, it's hard, really hard to determine their age because it all depends on how much they eat. Our snakes around here are generally a bit smaller than average because they don't eat for the winter pretty much. He probably hasn't eaten in months, this guy, or he's only just eaten for the first time in months. Do not want to get a nip off a red belly. Red belly black snake won't kill you. You'd have to have an allergic reaction or something freaky for it to kill you, or you'd have to be sick, maybe a child or elderly. You know, it's possible, but If this thing was to nick me right now, I'd certainly have to go to hospital though. I wouldn't be worried about dying, but it would be an excruciatingly painful bite. And still a very dangerous venom in the sense that it affects your muscle tissue. So an untreated bite, you actually can lose fingers and all sorts.
And is it true that the venom is more potent now after hibernation? That it's like full
Nah.
potency?
Nah,
No.
nah. So there's as venomous from the day they're born to the day they die. The venom's the same, which means a baby snake, as far as a bite goes, is just as dangerous as an adult.
Yes.
Baby snakes are actually much harder to deal with and handle, so I'm glad there's a bit of length. Well, this guy wasn't going anywhere, but generally speaking, I much prefer to deal with a bigger snake than a smaller one, because their head is usually a lot further away from me. But in this case, head's in my hand. I know, buddy. Hey,
I just realised I wasn't recording that whole
Jack
time.
wasn't either.
were you
One
on?
more
Yeah.
light?
Ollie saved the day, otherwise I'd have to tangle him back up and do a reenactment. Nah.
Let me get-
Two torches in one, Jack.
Just take your time, make sure we're not because
Is this near impossible without actually holding the head, right?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I was going to have a go at it because his head was actually quite. I think there was a piece of net inside his mouth that
Yep.
was holding his head
Yep.
completely still. But then I think I nipped a bit of the net that was holding that, and his head went free. So that's when I gave up because I didn't really know how to hold his head.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't recommend doing it if you haven't dealt with snakes before.
Yeah,
This is cutting them out of nets is a pretty
yeah, it's the timing.
hairy situation. It's generally a two-person job. You want someone to hold the head and someone else cut, because a lot of the time their whole body is like that, and a lot of the time they'll have this much head out, and then in that case the head's swinging around. You have to take them by the head while someone else does the body. You're all free now, buddy, but what I'm going to do,
Could you let him go down the driveway somewhere?
you want to keep him here?
Well, what do you suggest?
I said, well,
The thing is, I don't
want.
He doesn't mind him here. It's just that the net's still here. So
Yeah.
We have a couple other nets too.
Well, it's his home here, and he knows his home, and it's nice to not displace them. If I want to take him home just to make sure there's no further injuries.
Oh, okay.
But if you want him back, or at least not far away, that would be great if we can put him somewhere back near his home. It's always better to leave him at their home. They know where their water is, they know where their food is. And yeah, if you guys aren't bothered by it, that would make my day to let him stay at home. But yeah, I will take him home and just double check that he doesn't have any injuries in case he needs to go to a vet or anything like that.
Okay.
So if he's been cut, I mean, it looks pretty fine,
Yeah.
but I'll also just observe his behaviour in case he's been out in the sun and things like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you want him back, that would make my day. So
Yeah.
he's all free. It's just if I let go of that head now, we've got a flailing snake,
Yeah.
but he's all been cut free.
What's their
So this is the hairy part. This is the. So
Sorry.
what I'll do is, I'll just make sure nothing's tangled. Here. Can you get that hook? So what I'll do is drop him right in with 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
So Drew, what's their
That little red belly black snake caught in the net from last night. There he is. Go the other way. Want him to go the other way too because the creek's down that way. Other way, bud. Down there. Yep, down that way. He's looking alright, doesn't have any bad cuts or anything around its head. No. Down there. Down that. I was hoping it went down there. Better find its way. It's going into the safety of the shrubs for now. So the creek's just down there. It's actually not a bad sized snake, huh? real white belly on it.
It's the whitest red belly I've ever seen.